Okay. Okie dokie. See, that's not me trying to make this. All right, y'all. I'm writing an article. Fala Kudria. I'm writing an article on 7 income streams/7 platforms to put your retail boutique on to make an extra $1,000 to $5,000 today. But uh, while I'm writing this, I figured I would record. I wonder, is my what is this called? Bluetooth recording the audio or not? And if somebody was in here, I could ask, "Oh, can you hear me okay?" But zero views right now. When somebody enters the room, I'll ask if they can hear me okay because I know that my audio may or may not be coming from my little earpod thing. Okay. So, I started like typing stuff into ChatGPT. Um I'm gonna show you kind of what I typed. Well, I'm gonna read you what I typed, and then I'm gonna read you what it came up with, right? So I basically was like, because I needed to come out with this article really 2 weeks ago, but I hadn't really like sat down. Like I really wanted to sit down in front of my computer, and of course, like with the snowstorm and everything that I had last week, um, I just never felt like I had the mental space, and I had so many orders last week because of these platforms. So either way, I had a couple business owners, retail boutique owners say they needed this article to come out. They need the information because I had been talking about like how I've been making all this extra money recently within my retail store based off of putting my stuff on these different platforms over the past couple months, and now I have a particular strategy to do it. So this is what I wrote into ChatGPT. I said, help me write an article about 7 platforms your retail boutique should be on for an extra $1,000 to $5,000 a month. Refine this intro into the article, right? So I also, and I verbally said this because I didn't feel like doing all this typing. So um, I also said into the chat GPT, like, this is what I'm really trying to say and just refine this, right? So I wrote the platforms are Facebook Marketplace, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Whatnot, Depop, and eBay. The 3 platforms where you can make sales directly is on Depop, eBay, and Whatnot. And the other 4 platforms you can host your products on and record background day-to-day life as a boutique owner or what's going on in your store and influencer style content about your boutique and the items that you sell to bring in money. I'm just like, now I'm reading this back. Wait, um items to bring money bring in money and people into your door. They also provide for people to find your website and your items on these other platforms that support you in that way. When I talk about 7 passive income streams for a boutique, that means 7 platforms that feed your boutique sales. Now, this does not include your regular main website, might not be on which might be on Shopify or other platforms, and this does not include in-store walk-in sales, which I also prefer the Square POS system. This is strictly for outside platforms that bring people to you where the platform has so many eyes on just the platform, right? Like millions of views on the platform. So I also wrote eyes on the platform, shop with you that day. Now each platform you have to maneuver differently. So let's get into it, right? So this is what I told ChatGPT for the intro to the article. So not even the article yet, right? And this is what it wrote back. Love it. If you're so it says refined article introduction. If you're a retail boutique owner relying solely on foot traffic in your website to make sales, you're leaving serious money on the table. In today's retail landscape, consistent $1,000 to $5,000 months extra income don't come from working harder, they come from being visible in more places at the same time. The most successful boutiques are no longer built on one storefront. They're built on ecosystems. In this article, I'm breaking down the 7 platforms every retail boutique should be on to generate additional monthly income. Without opening another physical location or hiring a larger team, these platforms act as feeder systems for your brand, sending new customers to your products daily through built in audiences of millions. The 7 platforms are Facebook Marketplace, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Whatnot, Depop, and eBay. Out of these seven, um, Depop, eBay, and Whatnot allow you to sell directly on the platform, meaning customers can discover, purchase, and check out without ever leaving the app. The remaining four, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook Marketplace, function as powerful visibility engines. Um, Already I love the way it's putting together what I wrote into like a better way for an article, right? Visibility engines. Where did I leave off? Let me go back. They allow you to showcase your products organically through day-to-day boutique life, styling content, behind the scenes moments, and influencer style storytelling that builds trust and drives buyers to whatever you sell. When I talk about 7 passive streams of income for a boutique, I don't mean 7 random hustles. I mean 7 strategic platforms that consistently feed your boutique sales, even when you're not actively promoting every single day. This strategy does not include your main website, whether that's Shopify or another e commerce platform, and it does not include walk in sales from your physical store. And then it put in parentheses for in-store sales, I personally prefer Square POS system. This is strictly about external platforms that already have massive traffic, built-in traffic demand, platforms where customers are actively scrolling, shopping, and discovering new brands. Each platform plays a different role, requires a different approach, and attracts a slightly different buyer. When used correctly, they work together to create a steady, scalable income stream that supports and outperforms traditional retail methods. So let's break down how each platform works, what to post, and how to turn visibility into real revenue. I love it. I love this article. Even though this is literally just the intro, I feel like it's saying exactly what I said. I gave it a super long, wordy intro for ChatGPT to break down. I would love to try Claude. I haven't tried Claude or Gemini that detailed yet, but I would love to put the same information into Gemini and Claude and see if what article they come up with as well. So now that I have the intro part done, I'm going to get into the main juice of the article, right? So that was just the intro. Now, I want to kind of break down Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and Depop first. No, I'm sorry. Whatnot, Depop, and eBay first. I think that's what I'm going to break down first. So I'm watching this car trying to get into this parking spot with all this snow. They about to hit this pole. Child, these cars been spinning out in front of my store all day. But anyway, what the hell? Why are they do? Okay, they scaring me. I'm like, they better not slide off and end up running into the front of my store. I'm gonna be pissed off. He got into that spot though. I don't know, he keep driving forward and backward. Watching people get in and get stuck in these snow parking spots in front of my store has been content all day. The buses have gotten stuck, cars have gotten stuck, so it's ridiculous. Why does he keep going backwards and forwards? Maybe he's trying to create traction for when he gets out of the spot later. But like, just park, bro. Anyway, all right, let's get into the rest of the article. Um, so now I have to put in the information for the next part of the article. This is going to be super long. This is the thing, but I believe in ChatGPT will stick with me through it all. Um, I'm trying to think. Let's get into platforms first that bring you money. That's what I'm gonna say. So as I'm doing this, I'm just clicking the microphone on my laptop, so that I can speak into the chat GPT what I want, what I'm thinking for this next part of the articles. Um, let's break down the three platforms that you can make direct sales off first. Period. No, not Facebook. See. Uh, okay. Whatnot, comma, Depop and eBay. Period. I want to start with the platform that has made me the most money the quickest way, and that is Depop. Period. Hold on, I have a customer. Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm looking for Monica.
Yes, that's me.
Hello, you're famous.
You and your dog look very nice and well dressed.
Thank you very much.
What's
You didn't
going
come in for
on?
alterations for our garb, but for this.
For the bag?
Yep. What
Hmm.
happened is the plastic thingamabob, this thing,
Uh-huh.
came off,
Hmm.
and we ended up with this.
Okay.
So I took it to a tailor near
Mm.
me, and they said, "Sorry, you have to replace the plastic thing," and I don't have it, but you
Okay.
can get it
At
on
Fleshman's.
Sellstream. So I
Yeah.
got two because
Uh-huh.
she said the one that's here is flimsy and these are better. So
Okay.
I've got two of these,
Okay.
one for each side. What we need to do is to replace this
Yeah.
buckle, and then here replace
Hmm.
the buckle
And then just
and
sew the two.
attach the uh,
Right.
here's
Pieces.
the other part that's missing.
Where is that on that side?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, cause where? Oh, this part. Okay, so it should be going down. A lot further. Okay.
So
When
you
do
see how it goes?
you? Yeah.
Well, what is the soonest you think you would be able to have it done?
I'm thinking probably the soonest might be Tuesday the 3rd.
Tuesday the 3rd. Ooh,
Mhm.
that's it's a little tight because my friend is going um, on the 3rd um, on the trip that he needs this on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, a rush order would be like $50 extra,
Ooh.
and it's probably would only be $30 to do the alteration. So it would take it from 30 to 75.
Mhm.
Or is that $50 extra? That would be 85.
Right, which is worth more than the bag itself.
Right.
Okay.
But then I could
Any other
possibly
place you think could could handle it?
maybe I know Baldwin's they charge like $200 for rush
Oh,
orders. Like Baldwin's is across the street. You could ask them.
mhm.
Um, Other than them, I don't think Fong's does anything other than dresses or the dry cleaners.
Where's that?
There's a dry cleaner on Second and Catherine.
Uh-huh.
It's like one block down and one block over, or
Uh-huh.
no, 2 blocks over because it's Second Street.
Okay.
They might also be able to do it.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah,
Thank you
you're
very
welcome.
much.
Sorry. And then there is a lady. She's on First and South Street, like
Okay.
in between. If you know where South Street Diner is or used
Yes.
to be,
Yes.
she's a couple doors down. I feel like she has like a Russian name or something. It's like Oleg. Lake Slava something, but she
Okay.
has a great boutique and she might also be able to do a rush order.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Take care now.
All right, you too. Got it. Oh, okay, so walk-in traffic, right? Um, and normally I would be able to kind of do a rush order, possibly without a rush order price, but because I missed so many days, being out for a snow day, I can't risk um falling behind on my orders that I'm already behind on. So I can't fit in a rush order without some type of a rush order fee. I can't because I have so many orders that I need to focus on for my Friday and Saturday clients. So, and I always tell people never take extra money for the sake of taking extra money. Put your priority clients first because if you end up putting a random $30 order in front of a $3,000 gown, just to make a couple quick money, quick dollars, then it's just not worth it. I priority put my main clients first who have put in orders months ahead of time. Um, and their stuff is almost done, but if it's not fully done, ready for their fitting or their pickup, then I'm not going to take a random walk in order for alteration or custom over the people who have already waited long enough. Okay, back to this article. Back to this article. So far, what I have down for the next part, it says, let's break down the three platforms that you can make direct sales off. First, Whatnot, and I'm going to correct the spelling on here because it says Deepak, like Deepak Chopra, Depop, and eBay. I want to start with a platform that has made me the most, oh no, hold on, the most money, period. The most money. See, it's not the most money, period. The Depop platform is crazy in a good way. I have never gotten on a platform and immediately got so many sales so quickly, period. I think the trick to this platform is really putting everything on the platform that you have in your store in the first 7 days. And here's why, period. The platform will quote unquote boost your um, listed items in the first 7 days, meaning they will have a marketing ad on them that you don't have to pay for, which gives you more eyes on your items, period. I also want to add that already having a boutique, you already have pictures of your garments, most likely that you put on your website. So you're starting ahead of the game, period. Whether it's pictures from wholesale websites or manufacturers where you got the item from, you usually have great pictures already of these items, which gives you a leg up above regular thrifters or people who sell things where they just have the items laying on their bed or on a hanger in their closet. Your in their closet, your Depop page already will look so much more professional than anybody else's. And that also goes for all the other platforms I'm going to name as well. Period. So now I'm trying to think what else I need to. I'm still recording. So now I'm trying to think what else I need to do with this article for this segment for specifically Depop. I'm trying to think. All right. So your items are ready. Look at all right. This is another thing I'll say. A couple key points to selling is not. Sometimes when I push the voice record on my computer, it's not picking up my voice or recording. So I have to do it a couple times. It's annoying. A couple key points, a couple, I don't know. I think my computer is annoying. My computer keyboard, Jesus. A couple key points to selling on Depop is one, your pictures, two, your caption and hashtags, three, your price point, which is negotiable based on your pictures and the brand that it is, and four, your response time to messages and counter offers, period. One thing I love about this platform is that you can automate your counter offers, period. Unlike eBay, which I'm about to get into, Depop gives you the ability to automate your counter offers where if somebody messages you, hey, can I get this for $20 on a $30 item? If you set in your product that you will not go lower than 25, it will automatically counter offer that customer 25. And if they message again saying $23, it will automatically counter and say 25. Period. I get so many messages for offers that this one thing that the platform does makes it so easy for customers to see what the lowest price is and either buy or not buy. Period. Okay, so now all that stuff that I just said into ChatGPT, I'm going to have it turn that into the first part of the article. I'm going to put ahead of what I just wrote, I'm going to put refine this part of the article. Okay, so now I'm going to enter that, and it says network connection lost. Irking. We're going to see if I can get. Okay, hold on. Let me reconnect to the network. The network connection has been on and off, maybe because of the snowstorm, but I keep having to reconnect to the network. Ugh. Can't connect to this network. Like, give me a break. See, now it says no networks found. Something is going on with the networks in this area. If it continues to not work, I might have to do this on my iPad. I don't want to do it on my iPad because my iPad is a different chat GPT than my store computer iPad. And I feel like the store computer chat GPT has more information about who I am, how I like to write, how I like to style different parts of articles and notes and stuff to where it almost always gets it right in the way that I speak. So I really want this to work, but it's still connecting. Attempting to reconnect. Uh, it's still attempting to reconnect. Just reconnect already. I don't know. Should I restart the reload the page? I don't want to lose anything either. Okay, so now it has that loaded. Direct sell platforms, Whatnot, Depop, and eBay. Let's start with the three platforms that allow you to make direct sales right on the app. Whatnot, Depop, and eBay. These platforms don't just drive traffic, they process the transaction, making them powerful revenue generators for boutiques. I want to begin with the platform that has made me the most money the fastest, Depop. Depop is honestly crazy in the best way. I have never joined a platform and seen sales come in so quickly. The key to winning on Depop is momentum in your first 7 days. Here's why. When you first join Depop, when you first join, comma, Depop actively boosts your listings during that initial period. Your items are essentially promoted across the platform through internal market placements at no cost to you. To fully take advantage of this, I recommend uploading everything you currently have in your store within those first 7 days. The more listings you have, the more surface area you create for visibility, discovery, and sales. The good news, if you already own a boutique, you start miles ahead. Most boutique owners already have professional product photos from their website, wholesale portals, or manufacturers. This instantly gives you an edge over casual sellers who are snapping photos on their bed or hanging garments in their closet. A clean, consistent, editorial looking Depop page builds trust immediately. And at that same advantage carries over to every other platform I'll mention in this article. Period. Not that I didn't say that, but still, they wrote it in a nice way. When it comes to selling successfully on Depop, a few things matter most: strong product photos, clear keyword rich captions and hashtags, smart pricing, which is often negotiable depending on brand, demand, and presentation, fast response times to messages and offers. So it goes like it breaks it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, which is kind of how I said it, but not how I wrote it. So I'm glad that the way I said it, they wrote it in a bullet point format, which top tier. Love that. So again, when it comes to selling successfully on Depop, a few things matter the most: strong product photos, a clear keyword rich caption, smart pricing, and fast response times. One of the most, I'm sorry, favorite, one of my favorite features on Depop. See, that's how that's written. Okay, one of my favorite features on Depop, and a major reason it performs so well, is the ability to automate counter offers. For example, if you list an item for $30 and set your minimum price at $25, the platform will automatically counter any offer for you. If someone offers $20, Depop instantly responds with 25. If they come back with 23, it counters again at 25 without you lifting a favor. It saves an incredible amount of time, especially when you're receiving dozens of offers a day. More importantly, it trains customers quickly. They either accept your lowest price or move on, allowing you to focus on shipping, sourcing, and running your boutique instead of negotiating endlessly. Compared to platforms like eBay, which require more manual back and forth, Depop's automation makes it one of the most efficient and beginner friendly tools for boutique owners looking to add consistent monthly income. And now ChatGPT is asking me questions. If you want, I can A, refine the whatnot and eBay sections that match this tone. B, add exact posting strategies per platform. C, include income ranges per platform. And D, adapt to this magazine style or thought leadership piece. So I wonder if it can, based on what I wrote about Depop, write my whatnot and eBay section and match my tone of voice. I think I'm going to choose A. Refine the whatnot and eBay sections to match this tone. That's what I'm going to tell it to do. Refine the whatnot and eBay sections to match this tone. Okay. So that's what I told ChatGPT to do. Now, if it don't sound like me, I'm going to rewrite those sections in my tone. I also think it won't sound like me because the things that I, a human in real life, learned from using the platform in real life, I don't think that the app or the AI would know, but we're going to give it a try. So let's see. I put in for it to do that, right? And so right now it's writing the whatnot. Let me show you. It's writing the whatnot part and it's writing, you see it, it's writing the eBay part. So I'm going to read the whatnot part and see if it sounds like, ooh, if it sounds like me. Um, and if I agree with what it's saying. All right. So it says Whatnot live selling with built-in buyers. Whatnot is one of the most underrated platforms for boutique owners, especially if you have personality, strong product knowledge, and the ability to sell live. Unlike traditional marketplaces, Whatnot is built around live shopping, where customers show up ready to buy in real time. This platform works exceptionally well for boutiques because it combines entertainment and commerce. You're not just listing products, you're hosting a shopping experience. Think live trunk shows, new arrival previews, clearance events, or themed drops. Customers can see the garments live, ask questions live about the fit, the fabric, and purchase instantly with excitement high. What makes Whatnot powerful is the buyer intent. People often people open the app specifically to shop. You're not interrupting somebody scrolling. You're stepping into a marketplace where money is already. For boutique owners, Whatnot is especially effective for moving multiple units quickly, clearing out past season inventory, selling bundles or exclusive pieces, and turning slow moving items into cash. Another advantage is the platform discovery system. Whatnot actively pushes live shows to interested shoppers. Even if they've never heard of your boutique, this means you're not limited to your existing audience. New buyers can find you organically while browsing the app. The key to success on Whatnot is consistency and structure. Successful sellers treat their live shows like scheduled retail events, not casual pop ins. Clear pricing, strong lighting, confident presentation, and fast fulfillment all contribute to repeat buyers and higher average order values. For boutiques looking to generate cash flow quickly while building a loyal customer base, Whatnot can easily become a strong monthly revenue stream. Okay, now again, I have to add my own stuff to this. Even though they wrote it very well, I also want to talk about how when I specifically did live shows on Whatnot, these are the things that I've noticed that helped me get more sales. Is when for from experience, when I saw that somebody would buy one or two items, I'm like, oh, this person wants to buy. I would ask that person directly because you can see their names pop up in the chat. Oh, I just got this item. I just got this item. I would literally tailor the rest of my show to them. The rest of my show is tailored to you. Oh, Debbie, I see you bought this black dress in a size large and this gray dress in a size large. I have some similar styles in red and blue. Also, I do have a size large available. Do you like this or do you like this? Because I can definitely like give you a lower price since you already bought two items. So I would add that into my section for whatnot. Let's see what it wrote for eBay. eBay. Long term visibility and evergreen sales. While eBay may not feel trendy, it remains one of the most powerful evergreen sales platforms available to boutique owners. With millions of active buyers searching daily, eBay excels at one thing: intent based shopping. Unlike social platforms where customers discover items accidentally, eBay shoppers are actively searching for specific products, brands, sizes, and styles. This makes an excellent platform for boutiques that carry recognizable brands in demand categories or items with clear resale value. eBay is particularly strong for branded apparel and accessories. 100% agree. Handbags and shoes. 100% agree. Special sizing or hard to find items and basics with consistent demand. I don't agree with the basics on the consistent demand because I've tried to sell basics on eBay and it stays forever. But if I do sell denim, handbags, or shoes, it does sell. If you do have branded apparel that name that people can recognize on eBay, it does sell. However, in contrast, on Depop, it doesn't have to be a brand they recognize. If they like the style and it's a good picture on a mannequin or on a girl or on you, they're buying. Good style, good price, they're buying. eBay, it has to be a brand, it has to be a unique item, etc. Now, let's get back into the article that it wrote or the section that it wrote for eBay. It says the platform rewards sellers who optimize their listings with clear titles, accurate descriptions, and competitive pricing. Another thing I don't like about eBay, it's a it is a what do you call like a race to the bottom when oh yours is $12, well I'm gonna put mine at $11. Oh yours is $11, well I'm gonna put mine at $10. And then all of a sudden you're not getting no sales, or you are getting sales but now your product was $3 and your shipping costs you 7. It's dumb. I don't like that. I don't like that about eBay. I feel like that platform is for the penny pinchers. Like they're looking for the low price. um and it does depend on the item, but I have eBay for the long, like I said, the evergreen things that I know is going to work, but the stuff that I feel like needs to move is going to move faster on the other two platforms. Another benefit of eBay is buyer trust. Customers are comfortable purchasing higher ticket items because of the platform's reputation. Protections and transparency is often Reputation and transparency. This often allows boutiques to sell items at slightly higher price points on trend driven platforms. The key to success on eBay is treating it like a search engine, not a social platform. Strong keywords, clean images, and detailed descriptions matter more than aesthetics or storytelling. I do agree with that. Your pictures, I think, need to be better on Depop than on eBay. eBay, they want details, measurements, accurate descriptions, fabric tags, all of the things. I'm not doing all that hard work. I'm gonna have great pictures. I'm gonna write some details, but I'm not gonna put this is the centimeters and the inches of the wrist, of the elbow, of the armpit, of the girl. If you fit a size medium or not, like do you fit or no? In generalized, do you fit a medium generally? Don't message me what's the measurements from the armpit to the neck. I can easily do it, but for each item, no. All right, so and then it says for boutique owners looking to build reliable long-term revenue, eBay remains a foundational tool that should not be overlooked. I don't necessarily agree, but maybe depending on what the items are. I personally feel like denim handbags and shoes are best for eBay. Um, I'm also going to add into the notes, add these or add this into and then okay, so again, this is just the process of me writing an article that I need to write anyway. And I'm building this article as a resource for my other boutique owners who I know and who I don't know, to give them a resource to make more money in their everyday store sales. Did I even show y'all my boutique today? Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you the store views today. So that's this what the store is looking like today, because I didn't even show y'all my boutique today. Um, so it says, what would you like me to do next? Write the Instagram part, add which platform is best for boutique, turn this into a downloadable lead magnet, adapt it for business and style. So what I'm going to tell ChatGPT to do is add some of my personal notes to the whatnot in eBay section. Okay, again, I'm going to use the microphone feature on my keyboard on my laptop to read into the chat GPT and then see what it comes with. So add these notes into the whatnot section and eBay. Again, my keyboard likes to act crazy. Add these personal notes into the whatnot and eBay section, period. See how it, see why? And eBay section. And see, at this point, typing is faster. What do I want to add into the whatnot section? I want to add that ah, let me see if it'll let me type it or say it. During a whatnot live show, a tactic that it's not typing my what I'm writing correctly is irking me. Okay, so I'm gonna say during a whatnot live show, a tactic that that I have noticed works well is selling directly to one shopper. Um, that by that I mean if you see someone really interacting in your life, it's best to ask them specifically what they are looking for and what size they are. For example, if I see Debbie has already See, I don't like. I'm a child speaking in. So it's not his already bought two items in a size large. If I notice that Debbie has already bought two items in a size large, I'm going to I'm going to um show her, or I'm going to walk around the store. Walk around my store. Walk around my store and show her other items in a large and give her a discount on her third and fourth item and fourth item. This leads me to another point. See, it's not. Oh, something is going on with my keyboard or maybe the internet today where it's not letting me voice type anymore. It keeps saying connection. Which is why I probably could have did this on my iPad. Um, I'm gonna say, all right, which leads me to another point. Leads me to another point. Walking around your store. This is a huge. This is a huge benefit to having a real boutique. Instead of listing random items and hoping the people want them, you can walk around your store or do a wider shot view of your store and ask people what they want you to list. For the people on here, I'm writing an article about the 7 platforms that will increase sales if you are a retail or boutique owner. So that's what I'm doing. I'm typing into ChatGPT and also speaking about everything that I've learned from being on these platforms and how it's made me money and the different tactics that I use on each platform. So, all right, which leads me to another point. Walking around your store. This is a huge benefit to having a real boutique. Instead of listing, I should put listing random items and hoping that people want them, you can walk around your store or do a wider shot view of your store and ask people what they want you to list and what size or color. Then when you list it, they automatically buy because they know you listed it specifically for them. Buy because they know you listed it specifically for them. Period. Okay. Um Using during a whatnot live, I should put live show, a tactic that I have noticed works well is selling directly to one shopper. By that I mean if you see someone really interacting in your live, it's best to ask them specifically what they are looking for. And what size they are. For example, if I see Debbie has already bought 2 items in a size large, I'm going to walk around my store and show her other items in a large, and give her a discount on the third and fourth item, which leads to another point, walking around your store. This is a huge benefit to having a real boutique. Instead of listing random items, you can walk around your store. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. With eBay, I've noticed that with eBay, I have noticed with, see how it's not doing it with eBay. Brand names, brand names and accessories sell faster. Mm. Brand names and accessories sell faster, like purses and shoes. Or for clothing, items that are recognizable, recognized brands. For me, that's not a good thing because as a boutique, I have boutique labels. I'm not selling Abercrombie for Abercrombie and Fitch, you know. Like, things also sell within a longer range of time, which makes it a little bit more evergreen. But if that item, by the time it sells on eBay, you might forget. Also, unique items that someone may not find in a regular store, but is right up their alley as far as style and um, niche hobbies or interest. For example, a um, a rock shaped purse, or I'm gonna say a Harry Potter purse, or in or a banana peel looking shoe. So I wrote, with eBay, I have noticed brand names and accessories sell faster, like purses and shoes, or for clothing items that are recognized brands. Also, unique items that someone may not find in a regular store, but is right up their alley as far as style or niche hobbies and interests. For example, a Harry Potter purse or a banana peel looking shoe. I also want to add, this is probably also also, I do feel like sometimes things sell on eBay after a long period of time, after you forget about the item, after you forget the item is even still listed on eBay. So it may be that you no longer have the item because it's sold somewhere else, because it's sold somewhere else, or that you don't know where it is months later. Okay. So you do have to be so you do have to be more vigilant with keeping up. So you have to more mindful of checking what you have listed monthly. Okay, so I'm adding my personal notes into the whatnot in eBay section of this article so that it's more tailored to my personal experience. Again, when you're writing stuff through ChatGPT, Claude, or any I don't want my article to be what they wrote. Yes, they can add to it. Yes, they can refine it, but it's never going to come up with the personal notes that I have anyway. So I'm just adding those into what they already have. Okay. Whatnot is one of the underrated platforms for boutique owners, especially if you have a strong product knowledge, personality. Da, da, da. One tactic I've seen work especially well during live shows is selling directly to one shopper at a time. If I notice someone actively engaging, asking questions, reacting in the chat, or already purchasing, I shift my focus to them. For example, if I see Debbie has already bought 2 items in a size large, I'll ask her directly what she's looking for and what her style preferences are. From there, I'll physically walk around my store and pull additional items in her size, often offering an incentive like a discount on a third and fourth item. This approach not only increases average order value, but it also makes the customer feel personally styled, something online shoppers rarely experience, period. This leads to one of the biggest advantages of selling on Whatnot. As a brick and mortar boutique owner, your physical store, instead of listing random items and hopping and hoping the audience wants them, you can turn your live show into an interactive shopping experience. I often do a wider shot of my store and ask viewers what they want to see, specific sizes, colors, or categories. When someone requests an item and you list it in real time for them, the sale is almost instant. They buy because the item was sourced specifically with them in mind. Whatnot thrives on this level of engagement. It rewards sellers who treat live shows like curated retail events rather than passive listings. When done well, the platform becomes a powerful way to move inventory quickly, build loyal repeat buyers, and generate real time cash flow for your boutique. I want to also add in there, but then how long is this effing article? You know, how long is it? Because OMG, I haven't even gotten to the second half, which is the platforms for visibility and engagement, but not for direct sales. So the second part, eBay, long-term visibility and evergreen sales. While eBay may not feel as flashy as newer platforms, it remains one of the most effective tools for intent-driven sales, especially for boutiques with strong branding and unique inventory. From my experience, brand names and accessories sell faster on eBay. Items like purses, shoes, and recognizable clothing brands tend to perform particularly well because buyers are actively searching for them. eBay shoppers often know exactly what they want, which makes it an ideal platform for items with established demand. eBay also excels with unique niche products, the kind of items someone wouldn't find in a regular store but are perfectly aligned with a specific interest or style. Think along the lines of a Harry Potter themed purse or a shoe shaped like a banana peel. These kind of items may not go viral on social platforms, but on eBay, the right buyer will eventually find them. One thing to understand about eBay is timing. Unlike Depop or whatnot, sales don't always happen quickly. Sometimes it sells weeks or even months later, long after you've forgotten they were listed. While this makes eBay a great passive, long term sales channel, it also requires discipline. You have to stay mindful of your inventory because items can sell after they're listed. It's important to do monthly listing audits to ensure that that everything on eBay is still available and accounted for, especially if you're selling the same inventory in store or on other platforms. Without regular checks, you risk selling an item that is already gone or spending time searching for something you no longer have. When managed properly, eBay becomes a quiet but powerful income stream, working in the background while you focus on content, live selling, and in-store customers. Again, this is literally why I'm writing this article is because this is my experience. I just had an item sell on eBay recently that I probably listed 2 months ago, and I was like, oh my god, I think I sold this item on Depop last week. And within my first week or two of being on Depop, I already sold the item that had been on eBay for months. That's how slow eBay is sometimes, or for certain things. But again, it well not again for the first time. It was a shirt with no brand. So again, I said the things with brands sell quicker on eBay. So I had even forgot that that item was on eBay. And when it sold, I was like, oh, wait, do I still have this? And luckily, I did still have one um, in my backlog inventory that I found. But that made me think, like, oh, I have to be more strategic in planning audits for eBay because these are selling after months of being on here versus very quickly, like on the other platforms. So you just have to keep up and make sure you have the things that are after a certain amount of time and just delete stuff as you don't. When managed properly, eBay becomes a quiet for us. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So now ChatGPT is asking me if you want next I can write the content based platform section and TikTok, YouTube, Facebook Marketplace, or add a platform comparison chart, turn this into a workshop or masterclass script, help you position this as a thought leadership article for fashion retail spaces, for fashion retail spaces. Help. Okay. I think what I want next is because this is about to be so long. Oh my god. I think I should break it up into two articles, really. But I already promised people that I would have all seven platforms in this one article. So, I feel like this is going to be so long, like pages on pages on pages. But I'm also going to, once it's done, turn it into a full YouTube video too, like a masterclass YouTube video. And I think that'll be really beneficial as well for people. I think article wise, I probably should break it up into two articles, but I'm going to keep writing for these sections. Like I've been on here over an hour, which means I've been working on this article over an hour. So freaking long. Dag. Okay. Should I I want to get into Facebook Marketplace next because I feel like Facebook Marketplace um Facebook Marketplace is similar to these selling platforms because you can like post the pictures and the prices of the items. The only thing is you can't directly sell on the Facebook Marketplace. But I'm gonna say let's get into let's write the Facebook Marketplace section of this article. Period. Facebook Marketplace. Mm-mm. See, this keeps messing up my audio. It's irking me. See, let's write the Facebook Facebook Marketplace portion of the article. It's not doing it. It's not doing it for me. Portion. So now I gotta just type portion of the article. And then I'm gonna get off here because I'm just going to the last part of this is going to be Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and that part I'm going to leave for the YouTube video that I create specifically going over everything in this article in a deeper way so that retail owners and boutique owners and fashion brand owners can really have the knowledge they need to move forward. So maybe I should get off here. All right, guys, you've seen enough.